How's it going, everyone? Alright, so it's the start of the 2021 beaver and basically water trapping season. I've done pulled pretty much all my land traps to focus on getting some beaver, otter, mink, muskrat, all that. So I'm down here on a farmer's pasture where they have trouble with beaver every year. So I'm gonna flip you around here and I'm gonna show you one of their dams. They've got 3 here. So that's the biggest of the 3. You can see it's got a nice little run right here where they're coming in and out right there. It's a nice little slide. That's probably it's just a couple feet tall, but it's a good sized dam. They've been working on that. As you can see, it's starting to flood the pasture right here. And back upstream, it's starting to flood that pasture real bad. And then as you go downstream, there's another smaller dam just past this down Sycamore. And then you got the river. So I'm gonna get set up here and I'll show you how to set some of these traps. Okay, so I'm gonna show you here on this run that they got here. They've actually been dragging like limbs and branches stuff right there. You can see where they chewed it up, and they've been dragging stuff down. There used to be a big limb here. I think it was a locust limb, and they've done drug that down. So you can see where they've chewed some of that. There's a lot of chewing around here actually. And they've drug it down here. What I'm gonna do, what I got right now is I got a Duke number 4. Got that tied off to a cable drowner. I think that's 8 foot. And at the end of that, I have just a cinder block. You know, just a big cinder block. That's what I've always used. It works well. And I've got it tied off with trapper wire right here, going to this tree. And all I'm going to do is make a depression in the water here, just a little bit with my foot. Once that's in, I'll take some of that mud, make a caster mound here, put some beaver lure, and then up on this tree here, I'll hang a orange flag tape right there, just so way I know where my traps are. I do it to all of them. I'm not worried about someone steal my traps. Everyone here knows I trap. I know everyone on the farm, and no one has permission to trap this farm except for me. So let me get this made up, and then on to the next one. All right, well, got those beaver sets in. They're down here on a different spot down here on the river. It's maybe a half mile down the river from where those beaver sets were. So right now I'm gonna be setting some sets for muskrat. That's a good spot. I've always had muskrat produce right here. I'll flip you around and show you what I got to deal with. So I got this log right here. It's got this little grassy patch that's on top of it, and they like to come up from the water from that log there, and down here from the water, and they come up here. Usually you'll see some muskrat scat and everything right there. They like to crap all over it. And what I do is I'll actually take an apple, I'll split it, put it right in the middle, and I like to set one trap like right here and the other one right there. I just wire it off and I just wire it off to the log itself. When they get caught, they fall into the water, drown, and sitting there waiting for me. So I'm gonna try to set this up best I can to where you can see what I'm doing. All right, let me see here. Oh, man down. All right, let's see here. I don't know if you can. Oh, switched it back around. I am not very good at it. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna take this apple right here. I'm just gonna cut it in half. I also put a little bit of food lure on there as well. You'll see how I stick that down here in a minute. So I'll take this Duke number 1. This is a pretty much brand new trap. So it's a little stiff. It needs to go through a few muskrat to get it loosened up. So make sure you can still see me. Set that right here. Get my trapper wire here. This is 14 gauge trapper wire. Get off a good bit so I can wrap it around this log. I love linemen's pliers out here on the trap line. They have so much, they're so useful. You do everything with them. All right. Alright, well now that's set, we're going to come over here and do exactly the same way, same thing, except over here I have a Duke 1.5, just because I've set a bunch of number 1s down, up and down the river already. So 1.5 what I had left, which is still good size. It's not too much of an overkill for muskrat. I have a good chance of getting mink with it too. And I actually prefer the 1.5s for mink. I've got old wire on here. Might be able to just go ahead and use it. No, I want to clip that off. I want new wire on there. It's a little rusty. I'll take that back up to the truck. All right. This. I always end up cutting more than, a lot more than what I need, but I'd rather have more than not enough and waste the wire. Take that around. All right, let's get this set. We'll actually set that one right there. Now the way I'm gonna stake this piece of apple off, I'm just gonna take a little bit of this trapper wire. Don't need much. I'm gonna actually bend it into a U shape. And I'm gonna stick that right on through my apple and down into there. That's gonna hold it pretty good. Now, take a little bit of I got Cabin's bread and butter. It's a muskrat caul and food lure. Find me a stick around here. Here's one. Right. Doesn't work. Like to kind of put a little bit on there, and then I'll just set it right there. Hopefully, come tomorrow morning, when I come down here to check, I'll have a muskrat or two down here, maybe even a mink. We'll just have to wait and see. All right. Well, I'll catch you on the next one. Tomorrow morning's check. I'll make a video and see what we get. Peace.